Hey, what is going on, everyone? Another barn door entrance from me, Lucas Walker from Gorgias. Now, the reason I'm yelling so loud and so excited about this episode of the Ecom Swipe File is because it is with one of the best direct-to-consumer marketers in the world, Noel Mack from Gymshark. This was filmed in the UK at the last event that I attended, and Noel gave a talk which was awesome about the whole ethos was how you can market like Gymshark. You can't be Gymshark, nobody can do that. You can only be yourself, but here's how to test, get your hands dirty, and grow the way that they did. But what we talk about in this episode is the impact of culture, not just internally with your brand, with your influencers as well. If you bring in an influencer who's kind of an and you've worked really, really hard to have influencers who are only good, caring people who really value your brand's ethos, that can ruin your whole strategy and your brand creativity. The other thing that we talked about was to run AA tests. Quite frankly, I'm kind of shocked. What he says is just duplicate the ad set, the exact same creative, the exact same copy, the exact same call to action. Don't change a thing and see if you can lower your costs. He said that they've had some really interesting results, so this can be a great way to get your ad costs down. If you'd like to be featured, let me know. If you know any merchants who would be a good feature, let us know as well. So I hope you enjoy this episode of the Ecom Swipe File. Hey, it's Lucas Walker with Gorgias, here with Noel Mack, Chief Brand Officer at Gymshark. Your talk was really interesting about all the different things that you said, but one thing that really resonated was everyone says, oh, how can we do what you did? So could you elaborate a little bit how brands can think like Gymshark and a couple of examples of things that you've done that other brands can and but really should try?
To be honest, I think the biggest justification for that is take the top 10 stores of Gymshark Plus and look at how they all made it, right? They didn't all make it in the same way. In fact, they're extremely different. I've hung out with a lot of these guys in the past, and they look at the way we did it and say, why the hell did you do that, right? And similarly, I'm thinking about some of their tactics, but that shows that there isn't sort of one way to get to the upper echelons of this, arming the rebels thing that Shopify are doing. So yeah, I think one of our biggest skills is holding on to that sort of entrepreneurial mentality that we had at the beginning. Just talked in front of a bunch of sort of budding entrepreneurial Shopify startups, and I said, I sort of envy you guys in a way because you only have those tactics right now, right? You don't have the normal budgets and whatnot, but those little scrappy tactics that when you're stuck between a rock and a hard place like you are when you're a budding Shopify store, I think those are the times where the real genius comes out. So if you can combine that sort of thinking plus some budget when things start to go well, and I think you want to win that, and I think that's what we've kind of always done.
Yeah, and it's normally you're pretty tactical. I just want to reiterate a couple of things you mentioned. One was sort of the AA testing, which is not being afraid to run the same ad. And so maybe you just share what happened when you ran everything to the same audience and created.
So I want to talk about what happened when we did it. That's showing the magic, the secret sauce a little bit too much. But again, I think people watching or listening or whatever else it might be would be really shocked if they went out and took the exact same creative, ran into the exact same audience and just saw what happened. I'll leave it up to the people to do it and to test their own conclusions.
You have the formula, if you go test it, you learn what you're doing, and it's true when you said that. I've run tons of ads and lots of little run ads. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone saying just run it again and see what happens.
At the same time,
AA testing. You never know, but it's talking about TikTok. I saw someone do that on TikTok. Who did the same video, trying to see if one would get into the algorithm, and it did.
Yeah. So I feel like I just mentioned the fact that on LinkedIn I see a lot of people sort of muddying influencer marketing to a certain degree, but I feel like they're looking at it too one-dimensionally. That's like saying marketing doesn't work, or saying influencer marketing doesn't work, or it's not effective, or whatnot. It completely depends how you do it. The way Gymshark does influencer marketing is very different to the way other brands do influencer marketing. And just personally for us, it's all about culture. It's all about adding something to our culture. Exposing us to a new audience who may not have considered Gymshark previously. On top of that, it's just about being a good person and not being a dick. Our culture at Gymshark, and I think one of the reasons we've done well is because our culture with our staff is so important to us, and we fiercely defend it, right? And if we think anybody's going to risk that, then we're going to have a conversation, right? It's the exact same thing with the influencers. We've got this real tight-knit crew of people. They literally, as soon as we introduce a new person, they always become really good friends with all of our other influencers. But the second we bring somebody into the fold who we think maybe isn't going to be a cultural fit, it, but that's going to be bad for everybody involved.
So no, really appreciate it. Try to keep everything short. Where can people find you? Where can people find Gymshark?
Gymshark.com, at Gymshark on Instagram, and any good channel, and you'll find me floating around shooting tournaments.
Awesome, perfect. Don't forget to like this video, 5-star review on iTunes, share it with your mother-in-law, and don't be a dick.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a review on Apple Podcasts, like the video, leave a comment, tell someone about us, help us get the word out. And of course, if you want to give your customers great service, absolutely check out Gorgias at gorgias.com. Mention the e-commerce swipe file for your second month free.